Hello, Virgo. Thank you for tuning in. For this read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot, again, by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite for the main read. You can see it. In case you want to see that. And for the supportive cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. As usual, I've already shuffled the cards, so... I'll leave that there, just in case I need that. I really feel like... Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, so... Sometimes cards come out and they just... It just seems like a simple story. Virgo, this is a general read. The overall situation here is the moon with the Hierophant. And I feel like this is talking about a situation that seems like it's going to continue on, but it's not what it seems. I'm getting kind of like... I'm getting kind of a lamppost feel. Like this is like... lighting the way to the next section. Hierophant is a very dedicated person. Talks about commitment, ritual, doing things like tradition, things like that. The moon can be psychic ability, but it can also be about things are not what they seem. Things look different or scarier in the moonlight than they actually are. And I feel like this seems like, I don't feel like this, like they're one after the other. Like the moon, things aren't what they seem, and then I feel like it's just something that felt like it was going to last a lot longer than it did. And I think that's why. Now, that being said, when you're going into the situation, the Destiny card kind of hits in, which means things are already in place. Like, things have already happened. It's like the situation has already happened. Things have already gone forward. It's kind of like this is the end result of past actions. That being said, the other side, I feel like, is holding a lot of burdens, but they're feeling like things have fallen apart. And they're feeling like this is just really... like the stress of the situation is overshadowing anything else, and this is what they're bringing to the table. On their side is the Tower, and when I have it on the top of all these cards, it feels like it's a tremendous burden for them to bring this forward. And when they feel this, they feel like it's truly like it's just a weight, weight of the world on them. I've got the Nine of Rods with the Seven of Rods, which typically this is a success through stress. On this one, it's overshadowing the success. Like this one is a lot of times going into battle, to me, going into an assured win. And I feel like the way this is coming together for the two of you, this is like the situation has to come to fruition. It has to finish out. I feel like when you come into this, you feel like this is going to work out. Like things are going to be okay. I feel like there's a lot of struggle. This is how the two of you are coming together. It's struggling to keep afloat. It's succeeding, but through stress. And I feel like the other person, there might be like an overshadowed, like this is going into battle type feel. Because these rod cards lead into the Ace of Rods. And I'm feeling like this is where it all comes to the forefront. because you have the Ace of Rods sliding into the Three of Swords. I feel like this is a new start. And I feel like this new start comes with a lot of honesty and a lot of truth. And I'm kind of feeling like this is a parting of ways. Right below on their side, they have the Beauty. So I feel like they're being honest. They're looking at the situation. They're being honest with what they want. They're telling you the truth of how they feel. They're telling you the truth about how they're seeing this situation as the Tower, and that it's been a lot of weight, and they've been maybe being a little bit more accommodating than they should have been. They haven't been telling you exactly how they've been feeling. They've been letting you see the good of it. They've been letting you believe it was better than it was, and now they're being very honest with you. And the Ace of Rods with the Three of Swords right with it makes me really feel like Ace of Rods is pushing forth the truth. They're getting right out there, and they're being very active, and they're making decisions based on the truth of how they feel. And this is, I feel like this is the end. The Three of Swords here, because, well, one, I feel like this is really like heartbreak. Because I feel like it's hard to go forward with this, and it's hard for them to say it, hard for you to hear it. But even though the Three of Swords doesn't always denote an end, and I do see some work going on your side, like this is on your side, you're trying to make it work, you don't really want to give up on it. I'm not seeing anything correspond on their side. I feel like when you have this on your side, their side is open. It's vacant. And I feel like when you're doing this and you're trying to work it out and trying to make things work, they finally do communicate that they've made another decision and they've decided to move on. And I'm saying that because the next card is the Eight of Cups. This is moving on, leaving established relationships behind. Right after that is the Letting Go card, right in succession. On your side is the Death card. Like all of these are pointing to an end to me. Behind the Letting Go, oddly enough, is Good Cheer. And I feel like this is good for both of you. Whatever hasn't been working, I feel like it really hasn't been working for you either. But you've been accepting it and feeling like this is just how it is. It's like it's a breath of fresh air. And I'm not feeling like, I don't know, I feel like you tried to keep going with it, but I feel like things are better after this ends. Like, this is actually a good thing. I almost feel like you might have tried to work on it feeling like that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you don't give up, you try to fix it. But they're like, no, in this situation, it's just, there's nothing. There's nothing left. And I feel like they're feeling a lot better. Like, it does say creativity on their side, but I'm noticing it's the bird singing. Like, this is what they want. And it was hard for them to come to this realization, but when they did, they finally told you, which I know the Beauty card, but it's the Mirror I'm noticing there the most. They're giving you the truth of how they feel. I feel like you might be in a little bit of denial right afterwards, even though there's heartbreak and you're trying to make it work out, but when they push forward that they're going to move out or move on, however that's going to work, I feel like they do it relatively quickly. And the way it happens, I feel like it's the best way for you. You may not see, I don't know if it's going to even seem it, but I'm getting that it's the best thing because it's just like, there's no question. I feel like it's a drop off, like a cliff, like done. I feel like that's kind of harsh, but this is kind of where it ends in the like the ending of the situation is the end of this reading. Like, this is just done. I'm not thinking you're overly shocked about this. When they come across the Tower with the weight of the world, the opposite card on your side is imagination, which I feel like you're trying to see something, see hope that isn't there, but I also feel like you're aware that it's kind of slipping through your fingers. A lot of times this card makes me feel like something's slipping through somebody's fingers, a lot of times. But I feel like you're also trying to, like, you're trying to eclipse the situation and you're trying to keep it going. You're trying not to feel this, like it's too late. You're trying to just keep going with the flow. But I feel like you're aware of it on some level at least. You're seeing, you've seen it. Like you've had the feelings. I don't feel like this is a complete shock. But I feel like you're trying to keep it going, and it just doesn't work out that way. Remember, this is a general read, so hopefully either this is something that works out for you, or this maybe it's not for you, but that's how I'm seeing this reading play out right here. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like a personal reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.